All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations and many blessings to your elect Akim across the four winds of this earth, kicking this word in sincerity and in truth that I continually feed in the flock. I'm the brother Sha'ar from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, and within this lesson I'm going to be doing, it's going to be a response to actually the big bro Amawan Gabar's video he done out in New York in regards to the reprobate clique out there that go by the name of the Good Samaritans and their leader. Shit, I forgot the nigga name. I know we called him Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly forgot. I'm sorry, Mac 10. Salakia, we call him Mac 10. But I forgot the dude's name, to be honest with you. You know, but anyway, he's the leader of the Good Samaritans. And when you watch this video, it shows you how cold Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi really is, and how he can put in your mind to make your words fall upon yourselves. He'll have you believe in everything you say is right, when really you're going into your own understanding. And this be an example of the individual we call Mac 10 by doing he was trying to talk about the UFOs, which we know the UFOs are real, bro. Like, stop, man. Keep remixing the doctrine, dude. But he did a video, and again, the spirit had him cut himself, because as you listen to it, this individual had the audacity to say this. He tried to come back with a video because we stated that you ain't did a video in over a month, which is true. And if this thing of ours is a part of which we know it's true, if you believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, you gonna be doing the work, man. Now, we know these guys are bug outs, but according to these guys on Minds, they consider themselves to be men of the Lord. Well, if you're a man of the Lord, you're going to be wanting to be into this word. So this guy came up with the excuse saying that the reason why he hasn't done a video in over a month is because he had land he had to till. He had land he had to go back to. All right. Now that right there is so spiritual with him saying that. Reason why it's so spiritual, because Yahawashi had talked about that. And the brother went into that in the video. You know, he pulled it up in Luke the 14th chapter. All right. Now, when you go into Luke the 14th chapter, matter of fact, I'll actually start off on that one as well, and just kind of briefly go into it, because the brother went in already. But this is just my commentary on it. This is Luke chapter 14, and I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Luke 14 and 18. It says, and he said, bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's Matthew. Hey, Salakia, brothers. I was like, hold on. What? So let's go here in Luke the 14th chapter. Bear with me one sec, Baba Kashar Akim. Bear with me one sec. All right. So this is Luke chapter 14, verse 18. I'm going to start at verse 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. Now the supper is Yahawashi supping with his men. That's the supper. This work that we're doing, all right, that's the supper. Okay, that's what's well. Ultimately, really, it goes to the kingdom, and we're getting ourselves ready for the supper. Okay, now we know Yahawashi is supping with us, but ultimately it goes to the kingdom. All right, it says, and sent his servants at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are not ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, that I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have me excused. Okay, so we see the supper is ready. All right, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi is working. Okay, and he's getting us ready. And what did the first individual have the nerve to say? He said, the first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thou have me excused. So that's a mere example. That right there is a mere example of what you did. That might mess around and be you. I'm being funny. But it's just, it's funny when you see these things. At the same time, we understand it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, as the scriptures say in Hebrews the 10th chapter. But you see it. You see the example of it right here. Why it's a fearful thing? Because this guy was a fellow brother at a point in time. And you see how he's waxing worse. He became a scoffer. Him and his partner him and his partner Nasty Nas are remixing the gospel and coming up with these crazy, ridiculous breakdowns that have nothing to do with the scriptures. And they're doing all of this because of fame. All right. They want to be, when I say fame, they want to be seen. All right. They're not doing this for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They're doing this for their own belly. They're doing this to receive vainglory. All right. Reason why these guys want to be seen. Nasty Nas, Nazariah's example. This dude kept the lineup the whole time he was in the truth. And he still got one out of the truth. Of course, he's a bug out anyway. And that is the scriptures clearly tells us not to do that. You know, but again, he went with his excuses. But this lesson is about this nigga Mac 10 and the Good Samaritans. Okay? Because you clearly said that you wanted to tell you had some land that you had to buy, and then you made the statement saying not that you guys would know anything about it. Okay, what do we do if we don't? What do we do if we don't? Hey, we in captivity, bro. We in captivity. That don't matter. The fact of the matter is you stayed away from the work. You stayed away from doing the work for a month straight, even though you a bug out anyway. I'm going according to what you should be in your mind, since you consider yourself to be a man of the Lord, which we know is false. But you said you stayed away because you had some land you had bought and you had to do things with it. Yahweh Shai clearly said that's an excuse, you nigga. That's an excuse. And we see how you guys are constantly waxing worse and worse. You're constantly getting worse, man. I got a scripture here I'm going to pull up in Sirach, the 32nd chapter. All right. This is Sirach chapter 32 and 17, and this is pertaining to you. All right. It says, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. So you're that sinful man in here, dude. All right. You being reproved, you being rebuked. We getting on you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And you still trying to find another way, man. The brother went into this beautiful lesson. Really, you should have sat down and got quiet after that. But we know that legion of demons that send you, they're riled up and they want to keep going. But really, that's a clear cut. And you have the nerve to say, and I'm gonna read the comment here. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna read this comment this reprobate left. So after the video, okay, when you go to the comment board, Apostle Gabar put a comment, all right, and it's Matthew 13 and 22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choked the word and became unfruitful. So that's you. You were that seed. And it's obvious the cares of the word have choked you up because you was willing to tend to that before doing the work. All right? We supposed to, like, the scriptures clearly tells us to keep our hands on the plow. All right? Which is something that we have to be doing. That's pertaining to the men of the Lord. Okay? Now, obviously, we know you're not a man of the Lord because, one, you came up against the apostles and you're trying to change the gospel, which was already something that was set in stone for 2,000 years, for dang near 2,000 years, and you and your partner trying to remix it. Okay, so you already became unfruitful within that. And then look at you, man. Satan got a hold of you so much, you in them thorns, and now the world's choking you because it brought you away from you doing the work, nigga. Even though you weren't doing the work, but you know where I'm getting at. All right. So as Apostle Gabar posted this, you read down, he said his property that he proudly proclaimed he got was the care of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and that clown became unfruitful, all caps. And that's what happened to you. You became unfruitful. Now check this out. Again, you would have to really sit down and be quiet after getting cut like that, man. Like, it's a clear cut. It's a clear cut. And if you have eyes to see, you would see that you're cut, man. All right? That's pertaining to you. You literally, the Spirit had you bring that out just so we can truly see on the forefront. We already knew you was wicked, but just so we can truly see how wicked you are, man. And that you ain't of that number. You ain't a man of the Lord. You wicked, man. All right? You tended to the cares of the world. So this nigga had the audacity to respond to Apostle Gabar and say, so how do you pay your bills each month? And you don't have a job. Oh, that's right. Each week at camp, you got the Gabar fund. Man, beat it. He said, beat it. So he said, how do you pay your bills each month? You completely ignored the fact that you got cut, man. You completely ignored it. Don't worry about another man's matters. You know? And you might even say, oh, but you and my matters. No, you put your matters out there. All right? You put your matters out there, man. So now you finna get cut up by this word. That's why the brother put this video out. All right? We don't have to. I mean, if brothers choose to, that'd be the spirit of UFOs to we know the truth already. All right? Now it's to the point where it's like giving pearls unto swine. We don't gotta respond about the UFOs to you, man. This is the main thing that needs to be responded at. You ain't gonna get it anyway. We gonna continue to come up with breakdowns through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? We'll go into the breakdowns, I should say. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's gonna happen ultimately because the elect's gotta be fed. You know? But this is what needs to be addressed. The fact that you went to your land, you chose your land over Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? And look at his response to the brother Tazamah, GMS soldier of Yahweh Shai. Because Tazamah responded, and then he's responding to it. He said, where was the cut? What did I go off on? What shows you that you don't have eyes to see, nigga? You don't have eyes to see. I'm going to pull up 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. All right, so you're an evil man. You an evil man, Mac 10. All right? And you're waxing worse and worse, and we truly see it, man. See the oil. You out of oil, man. Saw the oil dripping out of you a long time ago. You worse and worse. Now you a deceiver, and you being deceived. And how you being deceived? It's a lot of ways, but those History Channel breakdowns you find from the History Channel are deceiving you, man. And you deceiving. Because you still trying to justify it. You asked the question, where's the cut? Where's the cut? Nigga, you chose the land over Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. What do you mean, where's the cut? You cut all over the damn place, man. You clearly cut. But again, the reason why you can't see that because you acting worse and worse. I'm gonna end it off on this in Matthew 13. I gotta get to the Shaddai. I gotta get to work, man. You got a camp full of few people, but nobody's putting videos up. And you use the excuse of your land. You know? Selfish ass nigga. This is Matthew chapter 13. And let me see here. Where do I want to start at? I'm going to just go straight to the point. Because this goes into the parables and the mysteries and how Yahweh Shai only revealed them unto his servants. All right? But when you jump down to verse 12, it says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given. All right? And the Lord is going to continue giving. The Lord is going to continue increasing his men through the spirit and power, or through his spirit. All right? Through the Holy Spirit, he's going to continue to increase them. All right? And it says, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. So more and more is being taken away from you. And that's being made obvious. That's why in that epistle, that letter written to Timothy in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, Paul mentioned, he mentioned it saying evil men are going to wax worse and worse. All right? Because the little bit that you had, all right, the Lord took it away. And now you reprobate. And he's taking more and more away from you. Where you're going to be clearly a bug out, man. All right? You might as well just put it down. I can see this guy's next breakdown saying that we ain't even the Israelites no more. I'm being funny. But he's just waxing worse and worse. That's what an evil man does. They continue to change the doctrine up more. And then they continue to go in their way. All right? But I'm going to end it off on that. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and many blessings to your elect Akim, kicking this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.